I know better than to wipe my sister's tears and ruin her makeup, but as they continue to fall down her cheeks, it looks like she's about to do a pretty good job of that herself. We're the only two remaining in the wedding suite, waiting for our cue to leave. These are happy tears, she manages to sputter out. I promise, I just can't seem to make them stop. I can see that. Standing opposite one another, I place my hands on her shoulders and offer her a comforting squeeze. Anything I can do to help? Do you want me to get Hayden? Her breath hiccups as she shakes her head, willing herself to stop. I've already cried enough in front of him this weekend. The man deserves a break. I narrow my eyes at her. Have they been happy tears the whole time? Of course, Victoria blurts out a little too quickly. I'm just so happy for you and Julian. There aren't many people in this world that I can read as well as I can read my sister, and while I know she isn't lying, I also know there are a million bittersweet reasons for her tears. You can tell me, I say gently, trying to coax out the words I know she doesn't want to say. You know I feel it all too. When she remains silent, I release my hold on her to search for a tissue. When I finally find the box, I grab it and hold it out to her. Here, I say. Wipe your tears and talk to me. Appeasing me, she dabs at the corners of her eyes and then her nose, but she remains silent. You're not the only one who wishes he were here, you know, I confess to a quiet room. But I can bet you're not selfishly torn up about what having him here would mean. Deke, Victoria whispers, immediately grabbing my hands and holding them between hers. You know he would be happy for you. Guilt lodges itself in my chest, threatening to sour what is meant to be the best day of my life. It's not about whether or not he would be happy for me, but rather the notion that my happiness is reliant on my brother's death. It makes me feel selfish and indulgent. It makes me feel unworthy. It makes me feel like a thief. He's Rhett's. Feeling overwhelmed, I allow myself to drop to the nearest couch and rest my head in my hands. My mother's words often creep into my conscience at the most inopportune times, twisting me up from the inside out.
Our hold on one another tightens, and our kiss morphs from connection to desperation very quickly. Whatever was bothering Deacon is no longer at the forefront of his mind. I can feel myself harden behind my pants as his tongue snakes out to meet mine, tasting and taking. Deacon, I breathe out. We need to stop. He presses his own length against mine. You should have thought about that before you came in here. What did you expect to happen? I missed you, I confess. It was a dumb idea. His mouth trails kisses across my jaw and down my neck, while his hand slips between us and cups my erection. We could have taken care of this before the day even started. He squeezes, and I groan. More than once. I'm sorry, I say. I'll do better next time. Next time. He balks, rearing his head back, moving his lips away from mine. Do you plan on doing this again? Only with you, I answer, before recklessly kissing him again. 5 years, 10, 20, 50. If you don't walk out of this room right now, we're going to be late to our own wedding, he warns as I rock my hips into his hand. And I won't be even a little bit sorry. Groaning, I place my hands on his chest and push myself off of him, the distance between us already making me ache. We stare at one another, for the first time finally allowing ourselves to truly look at each other, taking in the magnitude of what we're both wearing and what we're about to finally do. Deacon is dressed in a navy blue suit with black lapels and a black bow tie. I thought there was nothing better than my fiancé, the mechanic, coming home covered in oil and grease, with a white t-shirt stretched over his beautifully defined chest. But this might just be the winner, because this is all for me. You look breathtaking, I admit. You like? He teases. I love. You don't look too bad yourself, he teases, stepping toward me. Don't. I hold up my hand. My self-control is non-existent right now. Smirking, Deacon bats my hand away and stands in front of me, reaching for my bow tie. Don't worry, he says, untying it and tying it back up.